Hi guys, welcome to Strength Reversed. My name is Amy. Thank you for joining me, and welcome if you're a new subscriber. I'm glad you stopped by. I'm doing a quick VR today to Femme Moderne. I will link her channel below, and this is the hashtag my first name in oracles and tarots. And I first saw this hashtag on B's channel, Ikale Sunflower, and then I saw Mascha's VR, and I decided to do my own. I thought it would be a breeze since my first name is AMY, but I don't have any A decks and I don't have any Y decks, so that was a problem. And B suggested that I do books, but there's a mishmash. So we'll start with A. And I'm going to kind of steal what Mascha did. For one of the A's in her name, she did Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck. And I do have a copy of that. So here it is. I got it on the cheap, probably at a library book sale a number of years ago. So it's been sitting in a box. When I first got this deck, I just felt like I should own it because I'm a tarot reader. And so I thought $2.50, you can't afford not to. But I did not care for it. It is speaking to me more and more. I do not take it out of the box very much. But it has been coming up a lot that I'd like to broaden my tarot horizons a little bit. And sometimes decks do start talking after a while, probably because I'm in a different point in my life, or I've learned a few things, and maybe we're just in a phase where this deck might start talking, but I'm going to listen if it wants to talk to me. I have a few books that I will share for the A in Amy. And one book, I've shared this before on the 31 Days of Tarot, and that is A Magical Course in Tarot by Michelle Morgan. I've had this book for, I don't know how long. It's been years and years. And what I like about this book, now I try not to acquire too many tarot books that are the standard intro to tarot and then an encyclopedia of meanings, the glossary of definitions. But I like this one. It does have quite a few pages in the beginning that are, it's the intro, the generic intro, not generic, but an introduction to symbols, and there's some good information. But the style of how Michelle Morgan presents this information, I really like. And this is a very, I would call it gentle interpretation of the cards. It is pretty magical sounding. It's very positive, and by positive I don't mean not acknowledging any difficulty. It's just meaningful, and it's a good book to look in if you're like, damn, I got the tower today. Let me try to not go crazy about it. This is a really good book to talk you off the ledge. Or talk me off the ledge, I should say. The second book, now I saw a video recently by Soul's Journey, and she did a little spread that I really liked, and it was based on something out of Sacred Contracts, I think, by Carolyn Mice, Meese, or Mace, however it's pronounced. And I decided to share Anatomy of the Spirit, which in probably 2012 or 13 really got me through, well, it's something I worked with quite a bit during a difficult time. If you haven't read Anatomy of the Spirit, the subtitle is The 7 Stages of Power and Healing, and it is aligned with chakras, so it's pretty interesting. Another book that I got, I'm sure I did not pay full price. I got it at my local independent bookstore. They have a little tarot end cap, and it's called Advanced Tarot Secrets by Dusty White. And I like this book because it does not have a glossary of meanings. It has a lot of fun activities and games to play with the tarot, and maybe I will share some with you someday. So that is A in Amy. I have a few decks for the M in Amy, and one of them, this one was easy, is the Mott Tarot. I really like the Mott Tarot. As you see, I have a numbered copy. And here's the back. It has the feather that is weighed against one's heart, I guess. And I love, they're big, they're glossy, they're kind of heavy. They have bright colors. It's a weird mix of colonial America and Egyptian and angels and the Fool here, like a world dancer. And it is very closely aligned. As you can see, she will have titles like Full Moon Cycle of Taurus and things like that. So if you are into astrology as it applies to tarot, this is a really good deck. She has a huge chart in the book that goes with it that lays out the cards according to astrology. I'm only a basic astrology person, so I haven't done that. But the next deck for M is the Mystical Cats Tarot, which my son got me for Christmas this past Christmas. And I never would have picked out an animal deck, but my son loves cats, and his birthday's coming up. He loves cats, and he knows I love tarot, so he got this little gift for me. And I really love the artwork. And I didn't expect it to be very readable. I expected it to be sort of a novelty deck, but it really is, I get some good info from it. So I'm looking forward to continuing to read with Mystical Cats. And the last one is a deck that I got probably 3-4 years ago. I'm not sure, but it's the Mystic Dreamer. And the pictures are so pretty. I think this is like a computer generated collage. The only thing I don't care for is I wish the borders were smaller or the cards were bigger. There's so much detail in the cards, and I feel like I need a magnifying glass sometimes, and I wish it was a little more in your face. But I do like this deck. It's one of those decks that after a while you go, hey, oh, I forgot about this one. Let me pull that out. And I'm struggling for a Y. I don't even have a book that starts with Y. So I decided to go with Ye Old Rider-Waite. Okay, like the ugly plaid back ones. One thing I do like about the ugly plaid back is that when you put them together, it's like seamless. It's seamless plaid. The plaid lines up. I don't know. That's cool, I guess. But for many years when I first started reading, this did not speak to me. I just used the Robin Wood, but little by little, sure enough, it started talking like maybe the Thoth will start doing. Who knows? A lot of these are reversed. I feel like this deck needs to be reset. If I'm going to go Rider-Waite, I usually pick Universal Weight or the Radiant Wise Spirit. But anyway, so that is my name, AMY. Should have been easy. It was a little challenging. But yeah, so thanks guys. Make sure to like or subscribe and watch all my other videos. Okay, I know that would take a long time, but I'm watching videos. I'm surprisingly busy with work, but it's happening. Okay, bye guys.